Have any of y'all ever heard the phrase, drink or drown? If not, you're going to find out in this video right here, a situation that I seen take place while I was doing time in prison when one inmate complimented another inmate about somebody that came to see him in Vizzo. That man took it the wrong way. He did what he needed to do, and he tried to drown the same inmate that gave him that compliment inside of a mop bucket. So for this video, sit back and enjoy, and let's get into it. Dom the best, finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga, yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2, cause violent first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see you ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, y'all? You already know, man. KFROG TV back in the building. Y'all go ahead and do me that solid favor, man. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're new to this channel, my name's Frog. And 9 times out of 10, everything I talk about on this channel is prison related. For this one here, I'm going to be telling y'all a story that I seen. Something take place inside a prison while I served my time. Where one inmate thought he was complimenting another inmate about someone that come to see him at Vizzo. And that dude didn't really appreciate it. So instead he decided to take it out on that inmate and tried to drown him. Alright? Now, everybody knows you're going to come across people when you were locked up that you don't get along with. Okay? You're going to come across people that can be your friend. And you're going to come across people that are going to be your enemies. Alright? And at the end of the day, not everybody knows why everybody's in prison. Not everybody knows what led to them landing in there, you know. So you got to always be like cautious when it comes to, you know, saying certain things or, you know, the way you put something out there, because somebody might take it the wrong way and it might be given the wrong way because you're saying it at the wrong time or about the wrong person. All right. So for this one, there was these 2 dudes that were in my dorm, right? And everybody who's been to prison down here in Florida, you already know how it is. On weekends, you got Vizzo, all right? Unless it's like holidays or something, they might throw it out there during the week, you know, here, there, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, the weekends is when you go to Vizzo. You could tell who's got Vizzo because everybody's getting ready. You know, they pull their fucking Class A, like, VP blues out, which is visitation parks, what VP stands for. And, you know, they want to have all the creases in it, no wrinkles, and you could tell compared to how they really walk around on the compound on a day-to-day, right? So, for this, you know, situation, this one guy in my dorm, he went to Vizzo. Everybody that goes to Vizzo always looks around to see who's in there. You know, they always see who comes to see who, what type of person they got, you know. And sometimes you see some bad things. You might see somebody that's in your dorm or walks around the compound that a lot of people are cool with that could possibly even be a gang member. You might see him go to Vizzo and there's a dude there and he's kissing and holding hands, taking pictures with this fellow guy. That means he's married on the streets, you know, to another man, you know. And people see these type of things. That's why everybody's like observing and want to see what's going on. And to be real with you, if you ain't, you know, paying attention, somebody can easily attack you inside of Vizzo. You feel me? Because your guard's down. Your mind is outside of the box now from what's really going on because you're enjoying this time with your loved one. You get what I'm saying? And so this dude went to Vizzo, and when he went to Vizzo, you know, he came back with some pictures, which a lot of times, you know, that's what a lot of people do. Me, I've got pictures, of course, but I didn't get them every single time I went because it's the same shit, same routine, $2 a ticket, just like it would be on the compound if you want to pay for your own picture. You get what I'm saying? And go up there to the VP and get a picture taken to send to your family in the mail. Well, you can get pictures taken at VP also, you know? So a lot of times people come back with that picture in their pocket or their pictures in their hand, you know, add them to their photo album or whatever they do. Well, this other guy, you know, that was in our dorm happened to see the pictures, right? And when he seen the pictures, you know, the dude didn't know that who was in that picture was the dude's daughter. You see what I'm saying? He thought it was like the dude's wife, you know, or the dude's girlfriend or something like that. But one thing I would tell you about prison is prison kind of like, you know, it holds back on you when it comes to aging. What I mean by that is you can have some people that have been in there 15, 20 years and they look like they're in their 30s. When really they might be in their fucking 50s. It's just, you know, it just keeps them to where they look younger still, you know. So this same dude had already been in there damn near 17, 18 years, and that's his daughter grown up, you know. This other guy didn't know that, you know. He didn't really say nothing, you know, too out of the ordinary. But where he messed up at is he didn't say what he wanted to say directly to the dude whose picture it was. Instead, he went and said something to somebody else, you know. Like, oh yeah, man, boom, boom, that, I ain't gonna lie, what's his name, got a baby. Boom, 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 you know that, he just came back, I seen his video thing, he got, boy, I love to fuck the shit out of her. Boom, 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 you know that's that baby. You know, normally if you say something like that to a man, you know, depending if you know him or not, you know, if you know him, then yeah, you could joke with him like, boy, I'll tear that shit up, you feel me? But if you don't know him, then of course it's disrespectful saying anything like that to him. But the fact is that he was going and he was saying these things about this dude's daughter, and since he's been down so long, the dude's daughter was a grown woman, you know, but at the same time, it's that dude's child, you see? So word got to that dude that this dude said this shit, so he didn't take it as if any other way other than, oh, bro, you said something about my child, something about my kid. And that dude was like so angry and upset about the situation. Like if the other dude was a chomo, you know, that's how he was looking at it at. Like, oh, you like to fuck with kids? And this and that, this and that. He was screaming that at him when the whole situation went down, right? So what he does is he gets all of his friends, all of his homeboys, everybody he knows to get ready because he wants to teach this dude a lesson, right? And it's always crazy how prison works, because you'll see a situation go down and then it's so secretive when it's leading up to the, you know, situation about to go down, because people don't want to tell everybody what's about to happen. You know, some people will hear about it, some people won't. You feel me? And they don't want the wrong person to hear about it and it kind of like intervene and split up the situation before it goes down. But after a situation goes down, you'll find out everything. You'll know why they did what they did, how they planned it, what they said to them, where they did it at. You know, you learn all of it after the situation. And this was kind of like one of those scenarios, you know. So as we're sitting in the dorm, dudes all come in, and I seen, like, you know, your senses never lie. So me, when I peep the movement in the dorm, if everybody's hanging out and everything's cool, you know, people are gambling, people are playing cards and shit, you know, watching TV, whatever it is, and you could peep, but then all of a sudden you notice like people are shifting a little different, and then there's a couple people walking together, they all got their shoes on, you know, they're standing over there whispering near the bathroom, you know, like you can peep something ain't right, something's about to go down, you know, you gotta just always pay attention, because that something that's about to go down could possibly be you, you know what I'm saying? So I seen the movement of the dudes all like clicking up. I felt like at first there was like 2 of them over there, then it turned into 5, and then there was like 9 of them, and then when I'm noticing, I'm like, okay, damn near a quarter of the dorms all with their shoes on. So shit, what do? I get up, I go to my, you know, I had my shower slides on, I wasn't even rocking my shoes. I go to my bed and I put my shoes on, you feel me? Shit, everyone else got their shoes on, you feel me? Just in case, you know? Even though I bump with slides on or not, but shit, usually someone walk around with their shoes on is a sign. So I put my shoes on, you know, and I go right back over there by the cards, and, you know, we just sitting there vibing, and I'm paying attention, though. Next thing you know, I see dudes in there filling up the mop bucket. You know, inside of this dorm we were in, you know, they got a handicap part where the people that are handicapped shower at. And it's normally like a little metal bench thing sticking out of the wall so the handicapped person can sit down while they shower. Well, where that part of the shower is, they got not just, you know, the faucet in the air that you know, let run on you, but they got the lower one. You feel me? Kind of like when you go to like a beach or at some, you know, public pools where they got that little thing they want you to rinse off with before you jump in the water, or after you get out of the beach water, where it's got the little faucet you press, the one up top and the one on the bottom for your feet. Well, they were filling it, the mop bucket up with the one right there that would be for your feet. You know, the lower faucet was what they were filling it up at. So I'm like, okay, something's definitely about to go down. But you don't know if they finna use that mop bucket like they get in the water ready to clean up the blood because they're about to stab somebody. You see? So that's why you gotta like be, you know, ready and shit. So next thing you know, someone goes up to the dude. You know, I see them, a couple of them walk out. One of them goes up to the dude who did the compliment about the dude's child, which womanized daughter. And he says, hey man, yeah bro, let me talk to you real quick for a second. So they're walking and talking through the dorm. Next thing you know, they grab him. They grab him and they rush him towards where the mop bucket's at, near the bathroom. So when they rush him over there, he's screaming, telling everyone to get off him. Another guy grabs a towel, puts the towel right around his face like if he was choking him out with it. And I'm thinking like, oh, this dude finna kill this dude, you feel me? But in all reality, he was just, so that way while I was over his mouth right here, he wasn't screaming as loud. He couldn't get the guards' attention. You feel me? So they grab the dude, they bring him in there. Next thing you know, there's a bunch of them, and they pick him up, literally like upside down. Feet like this, head down here. They pick that man upside down, and they stick his head in that mop bucket and was holding him there. He was trying so hard, you know, trying to knock the mop bucket over and everything like that. Water splashing everywhere. He don't know what's going on. Next thing you know, they drown the shit out of him for a little while, right? And he's fighting and resisting and shit. When they're doing that, other dudes are punching him. Like they're hitting him. So me, I'm looking like, oh shit, they killing this boy, you feel me? Shit, it really ain't none of my business, you know. I ain't finna jump in, hey man, what are y'all doing? Shit, I don't work here, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So as they're doing it, I'm like, man, they finna drown that boy. Next thing you know, the dude whose daughter it was comes in. He's like, lift him up, lift him up. So when he lifts him up, he looks at him. He's like, hey, bro, you like kids? You like children? You like children? You like kids? He kept saying it to him like that. And the dude was like gasping for air. And he's sitting there talking about, what do you, like if he's being accused of some like sex charge or something. And the dude was like, oh, yeah, you know who this is right here? And he starts showing him the same picture he did a compliment of. The same girl he did a compliment of. He starts saying, you know who this is? And the dude was saying, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Because obviously he doesn't really know her. He just was running his mouth to the wrong person, and word got back to whose, you know, loved one that was. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to be careful because you don't know who that is, you know what I'm saying? And you and that dude don't know each other. So you're lucky, you know, they don't kill you behind this type of shit. So he's like, oh, you don't know who this is, but you want to tell people, oh, you got an eye for my daughter? You got an eye for my daughter? So off rip, once he started saying his daughter, the dude that were drowning starts apologizing. Like he knew he said something about her. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean nothing, bro. I didn't mean nothing. I didn't mean nothing. He's like, you like kids? You like kids? Man, dip them again. Dip. Like you see in a movie. They grab that boy. He starts trying to tussle with him. This time when he's tussling, they knock the bucket over. He like knocked the bucket over, so they start beating him. They start hitting him. Start hitting him, kicking him, hitting him, kicking him, hitting him. Like the guards ain't paying no attention. They're inside the officer station doing whatever the hell they're doing. You feel me? Like if there was knives involved, they literally could have like wet this dude up and just left him there laying in his own pool of blood because they were not paying attention at all. And all the inmates that are there, shit, don't care either. Whatever goes down, goes down. Some people, you can hear it all and see it all. And people feel like the TV is more interesting than that. And they'll just sit there and dude could be screaming for his life and they'll just be sitting there watching Bold and the Beautiful and shit like that. You feel me? So once they knock the bucket over and they're beating him, they roll it over there again, start filling it up. They sat there and they kept redunking this dude. I'm talking about for like 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a long ass time to be going through a situation like this, believe it or not. It ain't that long of a time when you're watching a TV show or you've been on the phone or something like that. You know, shit flies by. But when you're going through this type of situation, these dudes keep dunking your head in there. They're like torching you, trying to make it to where you never ever say anything about someone's loved one again. That's a long ass time, believe it or not. That dude there was so terrified. Like, his eyeballs were like, I felt like were gonna pop out of his head. Like every time they took him out, his face was fucking so red, and then he'd be screaming that he's sorry, and shit like that. Like you could hear him screaming over there. So it's like, if I can hear him, how come the guards can't hear him? You feel me? But they really don't care. They you know what I'm saying? Some officers, you know, they let shit go down. Whatever it is, you take care of what you got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, when they were done doing it to the dude, even though, you know, they had his ass down under the water a couple times, but each time they forced him in there, it was like
the less he fought. It was like he was dying. I felt like it was like he was like 100% trying to resist. And then the next time he was like 85. And then he went down to like 50. And then they had him there and then he stopped resisting. So either his ass was getting used to it or his ass was like about to tap out and fall out over the situation. You feel me? And I'm sitting there like, damn, they got water everywhere, all over the bathroom. There's water. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this dude here is lucky, because I'm going to tell y'all the truth, y'all. If that was somebody else, somebody that truly like was never going home or really wanted to take it the way that they felt like it meant, they could have killed him, like straight like that. It was crazy. You think about it, man. You're upside down, head submerged in water, and people are hitting you all on your side, your ribs, while someone's yelling. You know, you got to just imagine what goes through your mind, you know, at that situation. You know, it's like, damn, I'm dead. These dudes finna kill me. You feel me? But it also shows that you got to be careful what you say about someone. You know, you don't know who that person is. You know, you don't know who you think you're complimenting, but really you're offending someone. You see? Because at the end of the day, think of it. If you're a parent and you have a daughter, you know, you don't care how old she gets. You know, that's still your baby girl, right or wrong. That's how that dad was looking at it. So my opinion, I don't think he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude did not know him. So saying anything about one of your loved ones, even if it was a compliment, you know, to somebody, it still was that dude's child. And that's how he was looking at it. You know, no matter how old they get, how older you get, you know, you're always going to look at that person the same as when they were a baby girl. You feel me? So it's like, for you to say something like that about someone you do not know, you know, someone that you are not familiar with, you know, you don't know him, I feel like you don't have the right to say nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? Now, like I said, it's different if it's somebody you know, like if that's your dog and he goes and visits and he comes back and you know that's his daughter, you know that's his soft spot, you know what I'm saying? You know, you could joke with him and shit, you feel me? Because he knows you're joking with him. Y'all have that bond where y'all play back and forth with each other. That's different, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like being a stranger, telling another stranger something about someone that happens to be this dude's daughter, he's lucky that he, you know, got to go home from prison after that, you know? Like, some people will leave you there, you see? Leave you there, which means you'll never come home. They will kill you inside a prison over these type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Shit, me, when it came to like the mop buckets and shit, we used to have fun and fill them up with it and dump it on people. People who didn't want to bathe and shit like that. If they didn't want to shower or if they want to twack out in the wrong spot, we'd pick them shits up. We'd roll them over there and we'd toss them on people. You know, I've never really had anybody ever come at me and try to make me drink or drown, bro. Like, put my ass upside down right there. That water, even though it was freshly out of the faucet, that shit was still so dirty. And how much shit's inside of that mop bucket, you know what I'm saying? And for someone to put your ass in their hair first like that, and you're so scared for your life, you're gonna be drinking. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody has to tell you drink or drown, drink or drown. Your ass is gonna be drinking. You're gonna try to get rid of that water. At first you might not, you might just try to hold your breath, but then once you see this shit isn't going down, you are not getting no oxygen, your ass gonna be down there gulping that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact of being upside down, you know, the water going in your nose and shit like that, and knowing these dudes do not know you, you know, this many of them came together, you know, to grab your ass and hold you like hostage and put you in there and dip your head fucking in and out. Just that many people taking place of grabbing you and doing that to you, putting a towel right here, you know, your ass would think you're dead. There ain't nothing I can do about it, but it done shut you up by muting you a little bit by fucking putting that thing over your face so you can't holler as loud as you can. You know, then the dude screaming, basically accusing you of chomo acts. You know, shit like that, man. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, that dude right there, boy, he's lucky. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy situation, you know. That dude there got what he deserved, though, my opinion. You see what I'm saying? But the comment section's for y'all. Let me know what y'all's opinion is. Do y'all think he deserved that? Or he wasn't doing nothing wrong by complimenting that? You feel me? I feel like shit. Not complimenting it to the person whose loved one it is. Complimenting it to someone else means you're just trying to, like, I feel like you're just, you know it's disrespectful, or you know you're just trying to be cool and send out a disrespectful, you know, message about that person. Because who wouldn't want to tell that person she looks good? You know, if you didn't want him to know it was a compliment, you get it? If you didn't want him to know it was a compliment, of course you would have said it to him if you wanted him to take it as a compliment. So if you say it to someone else and you claim it's just a compliment and trying to play it off like it's a compliment, then why wouldn't you say it to the person whose loved one it is? You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know, like, it's common sense. He knew not to say it to that dude because he knew that dude didn't know him, and that dude 9 times out of 10 would not have took it as a compliment. He would have took it as disrespect. If I'm walking around the dorm and I just came back from Vizzo and there's some guy in there that I don't know from a can of paint, all of a sudden comes up to me and compliments me about a picture I have of me and someone that I'm related to, you know, I'm going to take it disrespectful. Even if it was a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, a girl that just came to visit me, that wasn't like my girlfriend, wasn't like my family member. I don't know you from a can of paint, but you're nosy enough to dig your fucking face to look in my picture, you know, to worry about who that is, and then finally say something to me. So you try to, like, meet me and introduce yourself as complimenting me about something that has nothing to do with you. You know, that's kind of disrespectful. You feel me? That's exactly why he ran and said it to someone else and not that person. So in all reality, the dad ain't wrong. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And the comment section is for y'all to put y'all's opinion there. Anyways, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate everybody being patient, man, for these videos to drop. For those that don't know, we've had some horrible weather down here in Florida, man, these last couple days. Y'all can look it up on Google. You could type in Florida flood drone footage, and you will see how it looks like something from a movie. You know, it looks like something from The Last of Us or a zombie apocalypse type movie, and everything's underwater, just hundreds and thousands of vacant cars with their hazard lights on, water up to like 6 feet tall. You know, I've got friends of mine in my neighborhood that house is flooded. People lost their house, their vehicles, can't even get a car rental. You feel me? Because there's like over 10,000 insurance claim people trying to get a rental. And then there's rental companies that are even trying to do their own insurance claim on their inventory because the damn dealerships, their renter dealerships done flooded. You know, it's real bad, man. But I still try to come on here and give y'all the, you know what I'm saying? So it's like anytime it stops raining and stops thundering, I try to, you know, record so that way I can give y'all the video and shit like that. You know, our power's been going in and out. You know what I'm saying? So the internet ain't been the best. You know what I'm saying? Our fucking airport, they said we got over 1,000 years worth of rain. We've got it worse in 7 hours. Our airport was flooded. You know what I'm saying? Like, real bad. It's crazy. If you look it up, you'll see. There's a shortage on gas right now in Florida. Like, damn near 50% of our gas stations don't even have gas. So every other gas station's got like 60 cars sitting there. Everyone's trying to get gas. You feel me? Like, it's just crazy. Because the delivery trucks ain't been able to put the gas at the gas stations due to the floods. Shit's just crazy. But I felt like coming on here anyways, man, and giving y'all a video. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all drop in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. You think the dad's wrong or you think the dad's right? You think he should have just went and talked to him like, hey, bro, look, check me out. You know, I appreciate, you know, saying that, you know, my daughter's pretty and all this shit, but you said it in a disrespectful manner. Bah, bah, bah. You think he should have just talked to him or you think he should have just drink or drown like he was doing? You feel me? Anyways, let me know. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all already know, man. Keep them rat squares, clowns, chomos, pedos, gunners, wannabe island boys, and clout chasers out your circle, man. Until next time, this the one and only. I am my team, Frog.
I'm a criminal. I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit, though.
I'm a cool nigga, but I got a limit, though. Cause I'm a criminal. Yeah, I'm a criminal.